From group 6, we are going to explain about and analyze about the social age in 3 movies. Firstly is in Jatura, the secondly is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and the third is Home Alone 2. Check this out.
Pronunciation of children. Pronunciation of adults. Pronunciation of elderly.
Vocabulary of children.
Vocabulary of adult.
Vocabulary of elderly. Plus grammar of adult, children, and elderly.
The pronunciation of the children that we found in 3 movies. Almost all children use a high pitch. For example, when Kevin in Home Alone 2 movie always said with high pitch to his brother. The example of Jatura movie seemed when Danny and Walter argue about their selfish. The third movie we found when Charlie curious about something or he want to show his film action. Besides that, the children use vernacular from frequently. They speak like usual American accent. For example, they speak clearly in words that contain consonant R. And there, for example, you can see in this video. Thank you.
I think that one's got a bad note.
Daddy, I want a squirrel. Get me one of those squirrels. I want one.
Ruka, dear, you have many marvelous pets.
All I've got at home is 1 pony and 2 dogs and 4 cats and 6 bunny rabbits and 2 parakeets and 3 canaries and a green parrot and a turtle and a silly old hamster. I want a squirrel!
All right, Pet. Daddy will get you a squirrel just as soon as he possibly can.
But I don't want any old squirrel. I want a trained squirrel.
Very well. Mr. Wonka, how much do you want for one of these squirrels? Name your price.
It's exactly what I need.
What is it, Charlie?
Dad found it. Just the piece I needed.
What piece was it?
A head for Willy Wonka.
How wonderful. It's quite a likeness.
He said, I'm not sorry. I did what I did because Buzz humiliated me. And since he gets away with everything, I'll let him have it. And since you're also stupid to believe his lies, I don't care if your idiotic Florida trip gets wrecked or not. Who wants to spend Christmas in a tropical climate anyway?
Kevin!
Kevin, you walk out of here. You sleep on the 3rd floor.
Yeah, with me.
Okay, I will continue pronunciation of adult. Pronunciation of adult. The pronunciation of adult is a lower pitch than children. Almost adults that personate as a parent like dad or mom in the movies show lower pitch and more gently. They also show wise and mature character when they interact with old or young person when they use low pitch. Adult voice also show deeper sound than children. They also speak They also speak louder and more slowly and use sing-song voice. You can see, for example, in this video. Bye-bye.
Evening, Buckets.
Evening.
Hi, Dad.
Soup's almost ready, darling. Don't suppose there's anything extra to put in? Oh, well, nothing goes better with cabbage than cabbage.
You're a little baby!
No, jeez, it won't stop, please. Okay, let's play the game.
Fine. Won't stop spinning.
Very unlikely he'd be anywhere else.
Hi, I will continue the elderly of pronunciation. The pronunciation of the elderly use more vernacular form and changing pitch. The pitch change based on their situation, feeling, and mood. And you can see about example the elderly of pronunciation.
Elbows off the table, Charlie.
How do you feel about little raspberry kites?
With licorice instead of string.
As they do to everyone who appreciates them.
Okay, here I will explain the vocabulary of 3 films for the children. The children in America call their parents with dad and mom, and for their grandparents they call grandpa and grandma. They use simple slang, expression, and idiom, but the children usually use slang and idiom to peer age or younger. For older persons, they use more polite vocabulary. They still prefer to use idiom and daily activity beside their usual vocabulary. It shows that the children use more vernacular form when they choose the vocabulary when they speak. For example, they use of children's slangs in the movies such as "What's up?", "Wanna?", "Jerk?", "Suck," and "Weird," and etc. For example, the use of children expressions and idioms in the movies such as "Check it out," "Having flashback," and "Go ahead," a pain in the butt," give out in pain," holy smoke," and etc. They usually repeat same vocabulary and also a lot of pause. And this is an example.
Holy smokes, it's morning. It's Christmas morning. I want you to treat me like your brother.
Fine.
Do we have an understanding?
Yeah.
Earlier, the elevator is by far the most efficient way to get around the factory.
There can't be this many floors.
How do you know, Mr. Smarty Pants? And this isn't just an ordinary up and down elevator, by the way. This elevator can go sideways, long ways, slant ways, and any other ways you can think of. You just press any button, and whoosh, you're off.
Hello, I will continue my friend's explanation. Okay, in vocabulary, an adult is usually adult use exaggerating words when they speak. Also, they use limited vocabulary because they usually use formal word because they have less vernacular form. Okay, they like say honey or dear to the lovely younger person or couple or their best friend. Also, if they use idiom like to their peers, they use sometimes rude idiom, especially for men. Like they use big CC in Home Alone 2. They use big CC to the peers, friends, like that. And also put the finger on it. And also adult men tend to use more swearing in all male setting, whereas adult women reduce all swearing in all setting. They act more prestige than children and elderly. Thank you. And I want to show the example of the 3 movies in vocabulary adult.
Make sure he gets home safe, okay?
Okay.
Come on, Marv. Oh, I don't know. I said, come on. Come on, you big sissy.
Harry? You wearing aftershave?
That's not aftershave, that's kerosene. The rope is soaked in it.
Now, why would anybody soak a rope in kerosene?
Merry Christmas.
Go up!
Bearing kites.
With licorice instead of string.
Boys, no business at the dinner table.
Sorry, Mum.
I think you're onto something, though, Charlie.
Okay, and I will continue this movie. I will explain about elderly of vocabulary in movie. Elderly usually use their vernacular form. They also usually use harder vocabulary to understand the younger person. They use idiom and expression such as that's, go ahead, and etc.
Beastly girl. Despicable.
You don't know what we're talking about.
Dragonflies?
But wait, this is just in. The 4th golden ticket has been found by a boy called Mike TV.
Okay, the last I will analyze the grammar from 3 videos, and the grammar children use simple grammar and short sentence. They usually lost the reference, and for the adult use simplifying the length and complexity of sentence. They usually using statement that sound like question, that speak informal sentence form. And the last, elderly, they more use long sentence and literature language. Okay, that's all for me. You can see the example.
Cabbage soup, forever.
Now, Pops.
The factory did close, Charlie.
And it seemed like it was going to be closed forever. Then, one day, we saw smoke rising from the chimneys. The factory was back in business.
Did you get your job back?
No. No one did.
But there must be people working there.
Think about it, Charlie. Have you ever seen a single person going into that factory or coming out of it?
No. The gates are always closed.
Exactly.
But then, who's running the machines?
Nobody knows, Charlie.
It certainly is a mystery.
Hasn't someone asked Mr. Wonka?
Nobody sees him anymore. He never comes out. The only thing that comes out of that place is the candy, already packed and addressed. I'd give anything in the world just to go in one more time and see what's become of that amazing factory.
Well, you won't, because you can't. No one can. It's a mystery, and it will always be a mystery. That little factory of yours, Chuck.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'd like to apologize to my family for whatever displeasure I might have caused you.
What?
My prank was immature and ill-timed.
Immature or not, it was pretty goddamn hilarious.
I'd also like to apologize to my brother. Kevin, I'm sorry.
Oh, Buzz. That was very nice. Kevin, do you have something to say?
Beat that, you little trout sniffer.
I'm not sorry. I did what I did because Buzz humiliated me. And since he gets away with everything, I'll let him have it. And since you're also stupid to believe his lies, I don't care if your idiotic Florida trip gets wrecked or not. Who wants to spend Christmas in a tropical climate anyway?
Kevin!
Kevin, you walk out of here. You sleep on the 3rd floor.
Yeah, with me. So what else is new?
You'd better not wreck my trip, you little sourpuss. Your dad's paying good money for it.
Oh, wouldn't want to spoil your fun, Mr. Cheapskate.
All right. Keep your eye on the ball. You got it this time. Ready? All right, that's a good try. It was a bad throw. It's a bad throw. Sorry. Playing bad. Okay. Here we go. You can do this. Here we go. Ready? Okay. The deep fly ball to right field. Clemente back, running on his horse real fast. Can he get it? Can he get it?
Oh, Milton Bradley with the dive and roll catch. Dodgers win! You're such a dick! What? It's a great grab.
Danny?
That's all from us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.